morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Today I promised you a story that the boys are really going to enjoy, but also the girls will enjoy it too. The title of the story is Prince Cinders, and the author is Babette Cole. Prince Cinders was not much of a prince. He was small, spotty, scruffy, and skinny. And there he is. He had 3 big, hairy brothers who were always teasing him about his looks. They spent their time going to the palace disco with their princess girlfriends. They made poor Prince Cinders stay behind and clean up after them. Oh dear. Got a lot of work to do. When his work was done, he would sit by the fire and wish that he was big and hairy like his brothers. One Saturday night, when he was washing the socks, a dirty fairy fell down the chimney. "All your wishes will be granted," cried the fairy. "Ziz, ziz, boom, tick-tack-ta, this shall empty can become a ka. Biff, bang, bong, bo, 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 to the disco you shall go." "Oh, that can't be right," said the fairy. "You gonna fit in that car?" "Toe of rat, eye of newt, your rags will turn into a very cool suit." Drat," said the fairy. "I didn't mean a swimsuit. Your greatest wish I grant to you, you shall be big and hairy too." Oh, wrong kind of suit. It kind of matches my shirt. Prince Cinders got big and hairy all right. "Rats," said the fairy. "Wrong again. I'm sure it'll all wear off at midnight." Big hairy, all right. Prince Cinders didn't know that he was a big hairy monkey, because that's the kind of spell it was. He thought he looked pretty good when he looked in the mirror. So off he went to the disco. The car was too small to drive, but he made the best of it. Off he goes. Can you see the car? He's using it as a scooter. But when he arrived at the Rock and Royal Bash, he was too big to fit through the door. He decided to take the bus home. A pretty princess was waiting at the bus stop. "When's the next bus?" he grunted. And she says, "Eek!" Luckily, it was midnight, and when midnight struck and Prince Cinders had changed back into himself, the princess thought he had saved her by frightening away the big hairy monkey. 12 o'clock. "Wait," he shouted, but Prince Cinders was too shy. He even lost his pants in the rush. Oh dear. The princess was none other than the rich and beautiful Princess Lovelypenny. She put out a proclamation to find the owner of the trousers. "The Princess Lovelypenny decrees that she will marry whoever fits the trousers lost by the prince who saved her from being eaten by the big hairy monkey. Fitting sessions begin today. Signed, Princess Lovely Penny. A royal proclamation. Every prince for miles tried to force the trousers on, but the trousers refused to fit any of them. Of course, Prince Cinders' brothers all fought to get into the trousers at once. "Let him try," the princess commanded, pointing at Cinders. "They won't fit that little squirt," sneered his brothers. But they did, and Princess Lovely Penny proposed immediately. So Prince Cinders married Princess Lovely Penny, and they lived in luxury happily ever after. And Princess Lovely Penny had a word with the fairy about his big hairy brothers. What do you think she's telling him? She turned them into house fairies, and they flitted around the palace doing housework forever and ever. They don't look happy. I hope you enjoyed our very silly story today, and I'll be back next week with 4 more Cinderella stories. Well, we forgot to do our chart. Mrs. K is sleeping this morning. What was the name? It wasn't a princess. What was the name of the prince? Prince Cinders. And was there a fairy in this story? Not a fairy godmother, but a dirty fairy. She had a little trouble doing her magic, didn't she? Was there a stepmother and stepsisters? No. Prince Cinders had 3 big, hairy brothers. And was Prince Cinders, did he have a dress? No, he had a suit, but not a suit that you would wear to the disco, a suit that you would wear to the beach. He had a bathing suit. How did Prince Cinders get to the disco? Do you remember? That little teensy-weensy red car. Did he lose his glass slipper? He did not. He lost his pants. And was there a Prince Charming in this story? Not in this story. There was Princess Lovely Penny. And did they live happily ever after? Yes, they did. Did the big hairy brothers live happily ever after? They did not. They spent their time cleaning the house.